this for a second. You pull up to a red light. Next to you is a low, aggressive Chevrolet Corvette. Loud, sharp, unapologetic. Now imagine, the guy next to you looks over, smiles, and then you realize you're sitting higher than him in something that looks just as aggressive. But it's an SUV. Yeah, welcome to the idea of the 2026-27 Chevrolet Corvette SUV. And before you say it, Corvette SUV? Seriously? That's exactly what everyone said when Porsche made the Porsche Cayenne. And now look how that turned out. So the real question is this a smart evolution, or is Chevrolet about to mess with a legend? Let's break it down, honestly, practically, and without any fake hype. First thing, the design. This thing is not trying to look like a regular SUV, not even close. From what we expect based on leaks and brand direction, the Corvette SUV will carry that sharp, low-slung aggression, just stretched upward. Think wide stance, massive air intakes, razor-thin LED headlights, almost like a Corvette Stingray went to the gym. And never stopped bulking. The front will likely feel closer to a supercar than an SUV. Long hood, short overhangs, and that signature Corvette attitude. I'm faster than I look. And I look fast. From the side, expect coupe-like sloping rooflines, similar to something like the Lamborghini Urus, because let's be real, nobody wants a boxy Corvette. Rear quad exhausts, aggressive diffuser, and yes, probably a light bar because 26. Now here's a question for you. If you saw this on the road without a badge, would you recognize it as a Corvette or just another sporty SUV? Because that identity matters a lot. Now step inside. Interior is where things get interesting. Corvette interiors have evolved massively in recent years, especially with the C8 generation. So expect this SUV to carry that same driver-focused cockpit, but with more space, more comfort, and way more practicality. You'll probably see a wraparound dashboard, a high-center console, and that fighter jet-inspired layout. Materials? Think premium leather Alcantara, carbon fiber, but not Rolls-Royce level soft. This is still a performance-first machine, not a lounge on wheels. Seats will be sporty but usable, not those extreme bucket seats that break your back after 30 minutes. Because remember, this is an SUV. People will road trip this. Rear seats? Finally, a Corvette where your friends don't hate you. Legroom and headroom should be decent, not class-leading, but definitely usable. Cargo space? That's where this thing quietly wins. You're getting Corvette DNA, with actual storage. Grocery runs, luggage, maybe even a camera setup if you're a creator. Now tell me honestly, would you ever daily drive a Corvette if it had space like this? Because that's exactly the idea here. Now let's talk tech. This is where Chevrolet has been stepping up but still not perfect. Expect a large infotainment display, fully digital instrument cluster, wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, and a premium sound system, likely from Bose. UI should be cleaner than older GM systems. But don't expect Tesla-level minimalism like the Tesla Model X. There will be physical buttons. And honestly, that's a good thing. Because when you're driving fast, you don't want to dig through menus just to adjust AC. Heads-up display? Very likely. Performance telemetry? Definitely. This is Corvette after all. Now AI, yes, this is becoming a thing. Expect some level of AI integration. Voice assistant that actually understands natural speech. Driving pattern learning, maybe even predictive navigation. But let's keep it real. Most of these AI features are still gimmicks in 2026. Cool to show your friends? Not something you'll rely on daily. Unless Chevrolet surprises us with something truly next level, and which, honestly, they haven't done yet in AI. Now the big question, performance. This is where things can either make or break the Corvette SUV. There are strong expectations of multiple powertrains. Base model, likely a turbocharged V6 or hybrid setup. Mid-variant, possibly a V8, because removing V8 from a Corvette badge would be risky. Top variant, this is where it gets exciting. We could see a hybrid performance setup. Similar philosophy to the Ferrari Purosangue or even inspired by Corvette's own electrification strategy. Power figures? Don't be surprised if top trims push 600 plus horsepower. Yes, in an SUV. 0-60 map, somewhere around 3.5 to 4 seconds for higher trims. That's supercar territory. In something you can take to a family dinner. But here's the real question. Should a Corvette feel this heavy? Because no matter how powerful it is, physics is still physics. Now let's talk driving feel. This is where expectations need to be realistic. It will not feel like a low-slung Corvette coupe. It just won't. But if Chevrolet gets the chassis tuning right, adaptive suspension, low center of gravity, maybe rear-wheel steering, it could feel surprisingly sharp. Think more sporty SUV than pure sports car, something closer to a Cayenne, not a C8. Steering should be quick, body roll controlled, and acceleration brutal. But tight corners, track days, that's where the traditional Corvette will still win. So ask yourself, do you want a Corvette experience or a practical performance compromise? Now safety. This is one area where SUVs naturally win. Expect full suite, adaptive cruise control, lane keep assist, blind spot monitoring, automatic emergency braking, probably GM's Super Cruise system as well, and which, to be fair, is one of the better semi-autonomous systems out there. Structure will be solid, airbags all around, and overall safety ratings should be competitive. Nothing revolutionary, but definitely complete. Now practicality. This is the entire reason this car exists. 4 doors, real rear seats, decent cargo, higher ride height, better for bad roads, daily usability, and way better than any traditional Corvette. Fuel economy? Not amazing, especially with V8 or performance trims. But if hybrid versions come, that could improve things. Parking, easier than a supercar, harder than a normal SUV. So yes, this is the livable Corvette. Now market positioning, this is where things get very strategic. Chevrolet is not just making a random SUV, they're entering a very competitive space. Think Porsche Cayenne Lamborghini Urus, maybe even high-performance trims of BMW X5M. The Corvette SUV needs to balance 2 things: performance credibility and brand respect. If it feels cheap, people will reject it. If it's too expensive, people will just buy a Porsche. So pricing and positioning have to be perfect. Now final verdict, is this a bad idea? Honestly, no. It's a risky idea, but not a bad one, because history has already shown performance SUVs work. But this is Corvette. The expectations are higher. If Chevrolet delivers real performance, strong design identity, and keeps the driving feel exciting, this could be a massive success. If they dilute the badge, it could backfire badly. Expected price? Somewhere between $70,000 to $20,000 depending on trims. Expected launch? Late 2026 or early 2027 if delays happen. And now I want to ask you something. Would you actually buy a Corvette SUV, or does the idea itself feel wrong to you? Because that answer will decide the future of this car. Alright, that's it for today. If you enjoyed this real, no-nonsense breakdown, hit that subscribe button. Because on Avengers Autos we don't sell dreams, we test reality. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Is this the future, or a mistake? And I'll see you in the next one.